So the next speaker with us is a youth leader. Very dynamic ideas she has. And when we show her profile, we get really excited. Maryam A Hassani, please welcome her on the stage.
Connect the dots and see where you fit in. And then you find yourself that in reality, you can actually have a lot of potential to build something that excites you and hopefully other people as well. So today I'm gonna speak about my passion project turned startup. And the name of my startup is called Zealous. Yeah, maybe turn that on. So, I'd like to begin by asking a question here. So how many of you spent this break meeting someone new or reconnecting with someone you might have met before? Can we have a show of hands? Okay, yeah. So is it fair to say a lot of you found this event as an opportunity to network and meet people in the same field or maybe in a different field that's interesting? So then I think we can agree with this, right? Networking is really important. LinkedIn actually posted a publication that found that 80% of professionals believe that it's vital to their career and their success. So can we also maybe admit the fact that more than half of us are not going to stay connected after meeting? I mean, it's true, right? It's hard to stay connected. It's can be tiresome and it's a hassle to keep each other active on LinkedIn or WhatsApp. Trying to coordinate calendars is a huge pain, right? So that's where we find ourselves. As Zealous, we make networking in the tech space easy, personal, and meaningful. So you might ask yourself why the tech space, and no, it's not just because of the subject of this conference, but because the tech space is where you need people. You need people who believe in your idea. You need people who are gonna take that leap of faith with you and build something into reality. Something that was mentioned earlier today was how important it is to have a collective. It's the collective action or effort that really makes a difference. So what we do is that we bring the Zealous together. I'm gonna go through these 4 personas that we have identified and just maybe of a show of hands, what resonates most to you? So which one would you describe yourself best as? Are you a visionary? Do you have a tech idea that you want to bring to life? Are you looking for people to kind of come on board and build it with you? You could be a first-time entrepreneur or a serial entrepreneur. I know we have a room full of entrepreneurs here, so I would expect people's hands to come up. Yeah, we have a few. Are you possibly a creator? Do you have a technical skill to bring ideas to life? Are you a data scientist? Oh, we have Faris's hand up. You're a visionary, صح? Yeah. Yeah, you are. Hi, Faris. So creators are people with the technical skills, right? They really have an important role. Are you a data scientist? Are you someone in AI? Are you a brand specialist? The technical skills that ideas and startups need to thrive. Or are you maybe what we call an amplifier? Are you a marketeer? Are you a growth hacker? Someone with the knowledge to take an idea from one level to the next. Again, very important. And last but not least, are you a mobilizer? Are you someone who has the connections or resources to invest in a startup, either financially or even non-financially? So if any of that resonated with you, the next question you should ask is, are you zealous? Zealous actually has a definition in English, and it translates to filled with or showing a strong and energetic desire to get something done or see something succeed. I mean, I think everyone in this room can resonate with that, right? Especially if you're passionate about what you're doing. So where does Zealous come in. We create a platform that's hassle-free, ambiguity-free, and awkward-free. So what does that mean? Hassle-free means that we ensure that you don't get stuck in the planning limbo, back and forth, when are you available, what time, so on and so forth. Our whole lives live in technology anyways. Why isn't there an easier way to, when you want to connect with someone, technology takes care of the rest. Using technology to create an easy pathway to connect with people is at the heart of what we're doing here. Secondly, ambiguity-free. Who here has received a bit of a maybe random LinkedIn message, like a cold message, not knowing exactly what the person wants and asking themselves, okay, like, where is this going to? Who are you and what exactly do you want and how can I help? That shouldn't be the case again. So through our easy sign-up process, you'll actually understand the true intention of someone. And of course, everyone on that platform is there for the reason of networking to get what they want. If I'm there to get A and willing to give in return B, and someone is there trying to get B and willing to give in return A, that's a direct connection, right? That's a win-win situation. And that's what we're trying to focus on here. Finally, awkward-free. No one likes awkward situations. So why, maybe I would speak on behalf of myself, I'm a bit of an introvert. I don't like talking to people, honestly. I mean, of course, if it's interesting, I'd come up to you and speak as well, but it still finds itself being awkward. Maybe someone's trying to enjoy their meal and you want to get to know them, but I mean, who wants to talk when they have spinach in their teeth or tabbouleh in their teeth? So what we're trying to do here as well is to make that experience as seamless and as easy as possible. Networking shouldn't be hard. It should be in your day-to-day life. And that's why Zealous is actually geolocation enabled. So those of you here, if you were to add the people you found interesting here on the app, you would then be able to connect when you're just going about your day. Maybe you're working out of a co-working space. Maybe you have like 30 minutes between meetings. You could easily schedule a virtual or in-person meeting with this connection, get to know them better, while having full disclosure and clarity of your intentions and how you can properly help each other grow. So if that sounds good to you, become Zealous and join us, because we're actually, we have a list growing with our early adopters. Here you have the QR code. I'll just move a bit out of the way. You can this will take you straight to our website where you can scan and sign up to become part of the early adopters. Here you have exclusive access to test out the app as soon as it's ready. You also have, of course, my email and our website. And please do feel free to reach out to me, any questions, and I'll actually open it up to questions if you have any.
Hi, by the way, thank you for this app. I'm actually an extrovert, but I prefer things being easier, so
Exactly.
This is nice.
Don't we all?
Especially when you're very busy. I like that. I wanted to know more about, maybe I didn't understand it, but more about when you said it's easy for you during your free time to connect with people. How does that process go?
Great. So I mentioned the app is geolocation enabled. So I know anyone in the privacy or like data security field will not, this is going to raise a few red flags, but how we've planned to develop this app is that you can provide your location information, of course not tracking or and no identifiable information is gathered. It's just a matter of understanding who's around you in your ecosystem. The algorithm itself suggests potential matches. Of course, this is based on the information you put in, information your potential connection puts in, and we match the data sets accordingly to show you that these are actually very interesting people and they're around your vicinity. Whether you prefer in-person meetings or only virtual meetings or even both, that also plays into the algorithm. Obviously, we take into account the travel distance if you only prefer to speak to meet people in person. But yeah, that's a great question.
What will be the subscription model? How many users you are expecting in next 2 years? And do you have an exit plan? You are making this app to exit some point of time and make money and make a new one? Or what's in your mind? Can you share with that?
So like a typical investor, you're asking me about my exit plan, I'm thinking about my entry plan. No, but these are great questions. This presentation wasn't meant to be a pitch, but of course I have the data for that, the market opportunity, the competitive analysis, and so on. But as of now, we're working on validating the idea and the need in the market, and that's through the early adopters number.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be an early adopter.
Amazing.
Looking forward to this. I'm genuinely interested in your recommendation engine, how that works. But then also, how do you plan to market it? Are you going to ask us early adopters to post things on Instagram and LinkedIn and so on, or how do you plan to do it?
That's a great question as well. So our marketing strategy has a few facets. The first being, of course, the importance of digital social media accounts. Again, everyone, please do follow us on our socials. It's very important. You can find our links on our website. But also the idea of influencers in the tech space championing this idea is something that we're interested in. So again, the idea of being an early adopter is more that we don't even consider ourselves a platform. We are a collective of the people who are passionate and driven towards expanding and pursuing innovations within the tech startup ecosystem. We want you to believe in the idea because this is what Zealous is you. So we want to make sure we're aligned to your needs. We're addressing all of it through our features and making sure that we're creating ecosystem in a collective that people want to be part of. So to answer your question, marketing is definitely something we're thinking of, especially as we're pushing to this. Another thing we're looking into is how to leverage our presence in GITEX. So those of you in the tech world know GITEX is coming up, huge event. We'll actually have a presence there next to the 10X stage. If you guys want to come visit, we'd be happy to tell you a bit more about what we're working on. And as an early adopter, like I said, you'll get early access to the app itself, which is in development as we speak. Again, this app, the heart of it is addressing the challenges that we face in networking. Technically, this idea can be applied to any industry. It doesn't have to be the tech startup industry. It could be event companies or events around the world using this app to make sure that their guests feel like they're still connected with those they meet. This is a huge lost opportunity. Less than 50% actually stay connected, which is just a shame. I myself, from a professional standpoint, I work a lot in human-centered design and product design, UI, UX, experience-driven strategy, and so on. So for this app, as I said, it's my passion project turned startup. It's actually one of our main ethos is to never sacrifice experience for monetary. So that might not be so good for the potential buyers of the app, inshallah, down the line. But as for the data we're collecting and so on, it's just used to better the experience for our users.
That's great. We wish you best of luck for this app.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining us.